good day. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope everything is going well with you. If this is your first time to see and hear me, my name is Jay Renovo and I do videos about productivity, investments, and finance. So if you're interested in these kinds of topics, then you can check the videos in this channel. And so for today's video, I'm going to share to you the 5 core investments in my investment portfolio. I started investing last 2020 and that was the pandemic year. So I was one of those people who got bored. We are on a lockdown and wala tayong magawa. So it was a good time actually for me to explore the investment side. So I studied the different investments available in the market. And it was actually a time then, especially in the Philippine market, that the online investing boomed. Like a lot of options to go through online investing. And so I'm one of those people that was enticed to set aside money for my investments. And yeah, so I'm one of those millennials who have a long-term perspective in investing. So I did some like questioning and contemplating about what kind of investor I was. So I was a very aggressive type of investor and I have a very long timeline. I don't need the money in the short term, like in the next 3 years or 5 years. So basically, I'm investing money for my retirement, which would be around 50 or 60 years old from now. That's 2 decades from now. So medyo matagal pa talaga yung timeline ko. So I can be aggressive in my investment strategies or investment tactics. So in this video, I'm going to share to you what are those core investments that I have built so that I can get the goals by the time I reach the retirement years. So the first one, and I think this is one of the most important investments that anyone should have, mutual funds. So I started with mutual funds last 2020 because I don't have any idea how the stock market and the bond market works. So I needed help from the professionals, from the professional people to play my money. So they are better at knowing where to invest, especially during the height of the COVID pandemic, which is napaka-volatile ng market. Kumbaga, bumabagsak yung stocks, bumabagsak din yung bonds. So, which companies would be resilient amidst the economic volatilities and sino ba talaga yung magsusurvive after the pandemic. So, wala pa akong knowledge sa mga ganong stuff. So I needed the help of the fund manager. So I opened mutual funds. Mutual funds are a pool of money from different investors invested in different type of securities like stocks, bonds, or even real estate or commodities. And so I started with it. At least doon, nagbibigay lang ako ng pera, naglalagay lang ako ng pera sa mutual fund portfolio ko. And I let the managers, the professional fund managers do their job. And that was my first exposure in the investments world. And then, habang nag-aaral ako, I was able to acquire skills and knowledge on how to select the right stocks and the right funds. So I invested in stocks na. I opened a stock brokerage account so that I can buy individual stocks. I can directly trade stocks. So that was my first exposure in the stock market 2020 year. And stocks are like ownership, shares of ownership in a company. So if you have a stock, for example, of Pure Gold, then you are partly an owner of Pure Gold and you get to be part of the earnings and the growth story of the company. So those are parang some of the ideas or what are stocks. And so I started investing in the stocks and yeah, I was able to grow my stock portfolio then because of the dividends that I get from the companies. So as long as the company is earning, they are able to share part of their earnings back to the shareholders through a form of dividends. And cash dividends actually yung pinaka-attractive type of dividend, and you can actually check my videos about stocks and dividends, which I will link up here so that you can learn more how to earn in the stock market. And yeah, eventually I diversified also. I went into bonds. So at that time, medyo uso yung government bonds And yeah, there were a few corporate bonds then na-release during those years. But mas mahal kasi mag-start sa corporate bonds as compared to government bonds. So I was able to buy retail treasury bonds 2020, then last year din, and then this 2023. So maraming offerings ang government for the retail investors in terms of exposure sa bond market. So bonds are like debt securities offered by corporations or governments, and they use this money to grow the company or to establish a fund for the government projects. And yeah, you are paid with an interest, quarterly interest, for lending out your money to those corporations or to the government. And that was my third core investment. The fourth one and the fifth one are investments na ino-offer ng government. So the fourth one is Pag-ibig MP2, and this is good hedge in my portfolio kasi somehow relatively resilient yung Pag-ibig MP2. I get dividends annually from the investments I have in Pag-ibig MP2, which is somehow gaining. Kasi unlike the stocks and the bonds, or the mutual funds I mean, there is a chance that the price of the investment would go down. Unlike in Pag-ibig MP2, the capital is protected, plus somehow guaranteed din na meron ka makukuhang dividends. Although the rate is not guaranteed, you are somehow assured that as long as the Pag-ibig fund is managed well and the borrowers in the Pag-ibig fund are paying, you get earnings and dividends from the Pag-ibig MP2 investments. And the fifth core investment that I have in my portfolio is PERA, or the Personal Equity Retirement Account. This one, long-term na talaga to siya. Kasi for retirement talaga to siya. So I just keep on adding on it. So every time I have excess cash, I put money on it. And yeah, I just invested actually in mutual funds then that are inherently parang long-term yung objective ng fund na yun. Kasi at the age of 55 ko siya pwede makuha. And so those are the 5 core investments that I have: mutual funds, stocks, bonds, Pag-ibig MP2, and PERA. And so there are other investments then out there, but basically ito yung beginner friendly, and you should actually have all of these so that you can jumpstart then yung investment portfolio nyo, and hopefully you get the goals sa time horizon na sinet nyo for yourself. And so if you have questions, comments, or you want to share then the other investments that you have, comment it down below. I would appreciate it. And yeah, you can connect me in my other social media channels. Hope you can share this video to your friends and your loved ones. If you have key takeaways, then I would be happy if you could share it as well. So yeah, hope to see you in the next videos. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye!